Welcome to the video Fact or Opinion. Guys, this can be a life changer for you. If you get what I'm trying to make a point, it will completely transform your life. So let's do a simple exercise on what is a fact and what is an opinion. Okay, I'm going to show you a picture of a pen and I'm asking you, tell me a fact about this pen, the pen that you can see on the screen. Okay, if it was a face-to-face meeting, I would have waited for your answer. For people who are watching this video can type out their answers. What do you think are the facts about this pen? Okay, so type it out. Let's look at the fact. It is a ink pen. Is there any doubt about that? No. It writes in black. Now this is provided I write it down, and if there is a black ink inside that pen, then this becomes a fact. It writes in black. The nib is made in gold. There is a metal clip. The body is made out of plastic. It is mostly black in color. So all these are facts about the pen, right? A few of the opinions can be, it is a thick pen. Now, obviously the picture was very thick, but for somebody, this could be a thin pen. If a person has a very hefty hand, probably this pen can be a small pen for that person. It can be a thin pen, right? It has great writing comfort. It's a beautiful pen. Now, according to me, this has got a very, I don't see that a pen as a beautiful. It's not sleek. So I hope you're trying to, you getting what a fact and what an opinion is. So let us look at what is a fact. A fact is something that you can measure in time, distance and form. Now, when it is measured in time, distance and form, it can be accepted. It will be, not can be, it will be accepted by everyone concerned. There will be no doubts, there will be no disputes. Now, this fact and opinion comes very, very strong when you are dealing with a dispute. Okay, facts cannot be disputed because they are measured. On the other hand, an opinion is not measurable. It is usually a single person's point of view, not necessarily acceptable to all, and is the foundation of all the disputes, fights, arguments in our life. So, when the concept which I want to bring forth is, there are two aspects of any communication. One is the context, which is usually at the background. It is not in the foreground. And the other is the content. Context is usually a place from which the person speaks. And in listening, you have to listen to the context of the speaker. Okay, if you really listen to the motivational speeches or the political speeches, there is a background in which the speeches are made. So let me give you an example of what I mean by context and content. If you'll remember the movie Gandhi, where there was a scene in the movie where his wife says to, his wife is very angry with him, where he says that you have to go and clean the toilets. He says, how can I clean the toilets? I'm your wife. At that point of time, Gandhiji had made a statement. If everyone cleans the toilets, the world will be a better place to live. Now, guys, what do you think is the context in which Gandhiji said this? Now, if you look at the content, you will see the physical toilets that needs to be cleaned, right? And is that really what Gandhiji meant? Gandhiji meant the toilets, what he was meaning in this particular statement is the toilets that we have over here. If we can have a clean mind, if everybody's mind, if everyone's toilet is over here, if we can clean the toilet over here, a world will be a better place to see. So can you really see that the context is really decisive in the communication? One must make efforts to understand when, what is the context of the other person, right? Let's look at the word trolling. Trolling is become very, very common today, and I think so it is connected with this fact and opinion part, and hence I brought this trolling. Let's try and understand trolling and how it has impacted on this communication. Today's communication ecosystem has made it very, very easy, and it actually encourages and facilitates opinions, right? While there are certain facts that are there in the communication ecosystem, but if you really, most of it are opinions, and it facilitates, it encourages today's world. Now, factors which are impacting this aspect of trolling is the reach has become very high with the advent of social media. I mean, earlier communication was restricted to a few people probably. Now, a large number of people can be impacted with a single statement, and that's the reach. The speed has become extremely fast, and because of the high speed in communication, human expectations have crazily risen. They have gone to a certain high. Everyone expects it very fast. You will experience this in the customers. If you think as a customer, if I'm telling you, hasn't your expectation moved up higher, 10 notches higher than before? Yes, they have. The ease of communication. If I had to connect with, say, a Bollywood or Hollywood movie star, it was extremely difficult to connect. Today, with social media, it has made it easy. Your long lost friends you have been able to connect with them. So there is a certain ease of communication which is there, that ecosystem. And one strong thing is on, especially in the social media, is the anonymity. You can create fake images, fake profiles, and spay whatever you want on the social media. This is one important factor. Little, or I would say not, I won't say there are no consequences, but there are very little consequences because rules have to be upgraded. There are rules and regulations which are there. Obviously, there are there, but probably when you speak in the social media, it has little or no consequence, especially when you're trolling somebody. It requires something is required. It is, people are not scared to express their opinions. A troll is simply an opinion, and they are fearless because simply it is not a face-to-face conversation. If I have to troll, if I use the kind of language that is used, I don't have to tell you what trolling is. But if you understand that, they are fearless simply because, first of all, anonymity, little consequence, and not face-to-face. Guys, let us understand that trolling is a sign of a weak and a sick mind. Okay? Please be clear. Let us look at the impact of this, not just trolling, but okay. So before that, let us see some example of what I'm trying to say about a fact versus an opinion. So, is what you read or you hear in the news or in the newspaper or on the social media, are they fact or an opinion? What do you think? Okay, it is an opinion. Let's take an example. The media made a big hue and cry about a statement Mr. Narayan Murthy made a few days back that we need to work for 70 hours a week. Every single news channel spoke about this. Other eminent persons who are asked what is your opinion now, which is not bad, absolutely not bad. Asking somebody else what is your opinion is not bad. But did anyone try to ask Mr. Narayan Murthy himself and try to understand the context in which we have made? We have just seen how the context is decisive in communication. I hope you are getting, even now when I'm expressing this is my opinion, right? So let us look at the impact all these facts and opinions have on our life. Now, this is the very, very important part. The trolling is one aspect of it, but the most important part, what I want to convey to you, is this aspect. Many times we live our opinions as facts in life. Okay? And the danger is that most of the times we are blind or we are unaware of it. So and so is a manipulative person. Is it a fact or an opinion? Those who have not watched my video, why do we have enemies? Go and see the process how we create enemies in our lives. People whom we dislike, people whom we date. Go and watch that video on my YouTube channel. Why do we have enemies is the title of this thing. It's the same thing. Is that so? A person whom you think is a manipulative, is it an opinion or a fact? I want you to check it. I'm not making a statement. Okay? You have to check it. It's an opinion. It is a source of our misery. Right? Identify all the opinions that you're living as facts. And trust me, you will be set free. A few things I can tell you in my life. I don't take third party communication very seriously. Okay? I read the newspaper, but I make my fact findings before I can even make my opinion out of anything. Now, opinion is not bad, but it does affect the way we think. A fact is something which is undisputable, right? How do I deal with all these things? How do I deal with a fact and opinion in our lives? Remember, opinions are opinions. Nothing can be done about it. It is just a simple person's point of view. Now, what can I do about it? Now, if it is going to affect me and I find that it is true to a certain extent. So it is said that, there was a time when a feedback is also an opinion, isn't it? So, if I say that somebody says that you are a stupid person. Now, if 10 people in my life say that you are stupid, I may just ignore it completely because it's an opinion. But if 100 people in my life say that I am a stupid guy, then I might as well do something about it. So I'm not saying discard the opinion left, right, and center. Check the fact find about it. Find out whether it is really applicable to you or not. But let not opinions run your life. The moral of the story is let not opinions run your life. Do not take information from the internet on its face value. Do your own fact findings before you can use it. Do not forward messages which don't agree with you. It creates havoc in people's life. That's what I'm trying to make this communication with y'all. Don't forward anything that does not gel with you. You don't agree with it. And blindly don't forward anything. Make it a rule in your life. We'll talk to people, not about them. It simply means I won't gossip about people. Today, we can sit and gossip about any damn person in our life and enjoy the gossip. Most of the times we enjoy gossiping. But it is dangerous. Imagine if I am a boss and I'm encouraging my team members to gossip about somebody. As a boss, I need to cut that out. I would rather talk to the person or have both the people in front of each other and then let's have the conversation. So that the opinions can be easily handled. Right? Remember, talk to people, not about them. If trolls becomes very seriously and it is affecting your performance, it is affecting your mind, it is affecting your reputation, please make a police complaint. There are laws and they will be taken to task. Finally, I would say restrain yourself from making social media comments, especially on controversial topics like religion and politics, anything which is controversial. If I don't make a comment on some chain of messages that are going on social media, it really doesn't matter. Where you want to make a point, please make a point, but ensure that it is an effective communication and not just an opinion. That anyway it will be an opinion, but let it not make it a troll. Opinion which is negative when I'm standing in a place. The context in which you make that statement is very, very important. That's why I bought that topic called context versus content. Content can be anything, but the context is decisive. I hope guys you would like this video, and if you have liked this video, please forward it to your friends, families, so that it makes a difference. It has changed my life when I understood what is my fact and my opinion. The best part I can tell you, I discovered this when in my initial phases of my marriage. Very soon I will be having my 40th anniversary with my wonderful wife. But initially in the earlier stages of my life, she's a very aggressive personality, and so I always felt that she was a very dominating person. So I was sitting in Palghar with one of my friends who's also a leader. I was doing some leadership training with, and he asked me one question: Raju, are you married to her, the person sitting next to me that he pointed out to my wife, or are you married to a person out here? And I suddenly realized that it is through these opinions of my dream girl that I am relating to my real life. I hope you're getting my point. Those are opinions. Those dream girl, that dream girl or a handsome prince that you have in your mind is nothing but an opinion that you have. Now, if it matches the reality, great, wonderful. But if it doesn't, what happens? It creates havoc in our life. I hope you've liked this video. If you've liked it, please share it with your friends, family. Do not forget to join my YouTube channel. Thank you very much.